All right, so the role of learning designers. What do they actually do? So a lot of times when I was working on content for my YouTube channel, or for people that are asking me questions, they actually want to know what they're actually doing. The very first thing is learner research, as I mentioned. So they conduct the research about the learner audience at hand, and that includes task analysis, needs assessments, learner analysis. They give surveys to get more data. They do some learner analytics, leveraging. They also work on artifacts. So based on that research that they've conducted, they're actually creating what we call learner personas, journey maps, storyboards, prototypes, and graphics. They also conceptualize solutions. So sometimes things may not be clear, so they create some proposals, what we call the instructional design summary proposal or document. They work on learning experience mock-ups that showcase a little bit how that learning experience would look like, either in person or online. They even put together curriculum outlines or presentation outlines to help bring to life their learning design ideas and concepts. They definitely apply pedagogy or ondragogy. Ondragogy stands for helping people who are adults achieve their learning goals. So it's just pedagogy for adults, and they apply those in a way that's really not making things cheesy like in the educational world, but really addressing the needs of an adult population. So they're also focusing on how to best engage the learners, how to have most interaction, how to actually hit on those notes and actually reach the outcomes that were planned. They also apply gamification principles. I don't think this is like mandatory or required, but some of them, the high-end type of learning designers, they have a chance to actually explore gamification in what they create. Like they can bring in some like badging or a scoring system to incentivize people and learners to actually take part and be involved and committed to the learning experience. So they apply those gamifications to workshops, e-learning experiences, regardless of where this is. Is it in person, online, asynchronous, synchronous? They also develop content and formats, so they really deep dive into actually what is happening and what kind of topic are we addressing, what kind of knowledge is or skill set is at hand. So they're actually diving into the content. They're not just like beautifying things and making it pop. They're actually getting into the nitty-gritty details. So usually once they are done with their designs, they actually bring to life the designs and they give them a form, a multimedia, a structure. So various formats like videos, e-learning modules, job aids, infographics. They work with authoring tools and they make sure that things that they're creating are actually accessible. They also publish and host learning experiences. So they can, have accounts in websites like learning management systems or video hosting tools. They also leverage learner feedback. So they make sure that they can get surveys about what they created and get feedback from the learners who took that experience or asset. They also make sure that they can test their learning assets or experience with actual learners before they produce things and after they deliver the experience, so they know what kind of things could be improved. And also they make sure to develop any materials in case this is an in-person thing. So for me, literally today, I was working on a workshop and I was creating a role play. So the role play would print out the cards that people would use to do the exercises. I'm making sure that the logistics of the room are good. I'm printing out some worksheets that people will go through for the exercises. So all of this is something that learning designers do. And by that, I think that you will realize that it's a lot of work and it's a lot of hats on. And that's the reason why I took this pause, to make sure that we are on the same page, that you know what you're getting yourself into.